Have you ever been to a place like this? Where gasoline is cheaper than bottled water. A quick trip means driving hundreds of kilometers and winter gets so cold your engine won't even start. And yet someone still spends over 55,000 US dollars on a Chinese electric car. Last year, I joined the Zeekr team, and with our principal behind the wheel, we road tripped in the Zeekr 007. Yes, just like James Bond. We retraced the legendary Silk Road, heading deep into Central Asia to check out how EVs are doing in 3 of the STAN countries. Our first stop, Kazakhstan. We spent 3 days there spotting Chinese EVs on the street and visiting the Zeekr showroom in Almaty. And honestly, we were blown away by how these smart Chinese electric cars are winning over a country known for its wild horses and open steppes. The whole trip was about 5,000 kilometers. Yeah, massive. We crossed 3 countries by car, starting at the Horgos border in Xinjiang, China. Now, if you're planning a road trip out of China, here's a tip. Get your paperwork ready and, more importantly, bring a lot of patience. On the day we crossed into Kazakhstan, we spent 7 hours just waiting at the border. From 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We only moved 100 meters. Yup. But the moment we entered Kazakh customs, boom, it was all worth it. At this quiet, dusty border post, on trailers and parking lots, even just parked by the road, Chinese electric cars were everywhere. Look at that, a whole fleet of Li Auto SUVs just rolled in. And over there, check out that super bright orange one. That's the i2 M9, hard to miss. So here's the deal. Kazakhstan doesn't charge any tax on imported electric vehicles, which means, yep, tons of car dealers are making big money reselling Chinese EVs here. It's just like the old days when our ancestors sold porcelain along the Silk Road. Now it's Zeekr and BYD instead of vases and teapots. And where is all the action happening? Almaty. That's Kazakhstan's business and trade hub, and almost every EV going into Central Asia or even Russia has to pass through here. Now, those long rows of car carriers lined up at the border, only a small number of those EVs actually stay in Kazakhstan. Most are heading straight for the massive Russian market. This land is huge and mostly empty. You'll see more cows, sheep, and horses than cars. And hey, the beef here, honestly pretty good. We even kept up a 5,000-year tradition by giving the cows the right of way on the road. As for the horses and sheep, total legends. I've had the girl lamp here, amazing, and I've even saw little 5-year-old kids wrestling on horseback like pros. Okay, so Kazakhstan isn't just full of cows and horses. Almaty is also full of beautiful women. But hey, I've heard they can be pretty tough too. And don't be fooled by how focused our principal looks behind the wheel. He's been filming the ladies the whole time. Yep, all the beauty shots in this video, his. All the car shots, that's me doing the real work. Right in front of our hotel on Almaty's main road, I spotted so many Chinese cars just by standing there. In less than 20 minutes, I saw 15 different ones. Geely, Exceed, Chery, Tank, they're everywhere. But when it comes to Chinese EVs, the top 2 here are definitely Zeekr and Li Auto. Most of them are brought in by car traders. Demand is so high that Li Auto has opened a service center in Kazakhstan. And Zeekr even has a flagship showroom right in downtown Almaty. And guess what? The store next door, yep, all familiar Chinese brands too. Inside the Zeekr store, there were about 10 cars on display, including the Zeekr X and the Zeekr 001. The ones imported through official channels, they've already been customized for the local market. That means everything from software to dashboard is translated into Russian. Super smooth. All the cars that came through official channels already have their system fully set up in Russian, menus, displays, voice commands, everything. And that's super important if you actually want to drive one around here without getting confused. Some features are actually turned off on the Kazakhstan version. For example, it doesn't have Zeekr NVP self-driving system, but it does have LCC, lane centering, and honestly, LCC saved us. The roads here are super long, the mobile network is not great, and we were driving 500 to 600 kilometers every single day. Now let's talk price. A Zeekr X sells for about 17.2 million tenge, and a Zeekr 001 goes for 26.95 million tenge, and that's still the older version without LiDAR. But here's the crazy part. In Kazakhstan's luxury car market, Zeekr is on the same level as Porsche, Audi, and Lexus. According to the official dealer Orbis Auto, Zeekr already holds 20% of the luxury car market here, and that doesn't even include the grey market imports. Even though Zeekr is expensive in Kazakhstan, it's one of the best-selling electric cars in the whole country. The sales girl in the showroom told us they used to sell about 30 cars a month, and from the data I found, the official Zeekr dealer sold 809 cars in 2024. That makes Zeekr the #1 new energy car brand in Kazakhstan. Even though Kazakhstan is a big oil-producing country, electric cars aren't super popular yet. Right now, EVs only make up about 6% of the market. That's pretty low. Plus, the income gap here is huge, so EVs and charging stations are mostly found in rich neighborhoods. For most people, they're still a luxury. In 2024, total EV sales in the country just passed 10,000 units. That's it. And about 73% of all new EVs were sold in just two cities, Almaty and the capital, Astana. Makes sense though. Kazakhstan is the world's largest landlocked country and there are only 7 people per square kilometer. So when you drive around, what do you see? Not traffic, not buildings, just open grasslands, cows, sheep, and wild horses. Our second stop in Kazakhstan was a city called Taraz, and the difference was super clear. Taraz is an ancient city along the Silk Road, and in Kazakh, the name literally means post station. It's only about 500 kilometers from Almaty, but the vibe is totally different. In Almaty, you can spot an EV every few minutes on the street, but in Taraz, almost none. All we saw were fuel-powered cars, mostly Hyundais and Toyotas. We walked around the town and honestly, it felt a lot like a small Chinese country-level city. At the shopping mall, we did find 2 Chinese cars parked, one from Sherry and one from Havel. That shows something important. Even in smaller towns like this, Chinese car brands are clearly making their mark, even if the EV wave hasn't hit here yet. Most of the local dealerships actually sell multiple Chinese brands at once, which shows how deeply Chinese cars have entered this market. In Kazakhstan, charging stations are kind of like EVs and pretty girls. You'll mostly find them in Almaty, from the border all the way to Almaty. We drove over 200 kilometers before finally finding a charging station. And guess what? There were only 2 chargers. Oh, and charging your car here? It costs about the same as using a paid public toilet twice. Yep, that's real. In Kazakhstan, school is free, but public toilets charge 100 tenge per visit. Luckily, our awesome local guide Dahai covered it for me. He's lived in China for 5 years, speaks Chinese super fluently, and really knows Chinese culture inside and out. These days, Dahai is working in Almaty doing auto parts trading for commercial vehicles. He told us that most of the parts still come from China, but honestly, business isn't as easy as it used to be. In December last year, Kazakhstan rolled out a new car import policy, and now it's no longer cost-effective for individuals to import electric cars. After traveling across the country, I have to say I really admire the local car dealers and their hustle. I mean, selling EVs to a huge oil-rich country like Kazakhstan sounds crazy, right? Like selling comms to a bald monk. But guess what? Chinese dealers pulled it off. Even better, local rich buyers are lining up to pay. Like one Zeekr owner here told us, buying one EV isn't just about getting from A to B. It's about status, style, and believing in the future. And honestly, once you've driven an electric, the speed, the silence, the smart features, you just can't go back. Driving a Zeekr electric car from Almaty to Taraz along the Tinshan Mountains, passing Kordai, big open plains, many horses, friendly children, and a beautiful sunset, and I thought, long ago Kazakh people tamed wild horses and now Chinese electric cars are winning their hearts.